everyone, and welcome back to G.I. June on Jesse Heck Creative. Today we're going over Gung Ho 07 from the G.I. Joe Classified series. Let's get to it. So here's Gung Ho. He's a pretty good figure, not the best by any means. In fact, I actually think he's pretty bad. Never mind. He's basically Roadblock. Literally reuse, I think, from all the body parts of Roadblock, and that's kind of a shame. Everything looks really familiar, doesn't it, here? Aside from the head and some of the attachments on him, the entire body is Roadblock. And that's just a shame. They would just whole hog reuse a figure like that. So let's just go over this guy and see what's what about him and his, paint and sculpt. The face looks really confused and worried. I hate it. His mustache is really dumb. I'm sorry. It's like he looks like a puppet or something. That kind of, outline. You look from afar, he looks like a puppet. You can't even see his, frown over here. His eyes are done pretty okay. He has this stripe of hair on his head, this little tiny whatever. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of weird. His hat's pretty cool, by the way. It's a nice little hat you can, put on, I guess. He's very bland, a lot of the same color, a lot of sort of drab grays and sort of olive greens and a little bit of brown. What is this? I don't get it at all. The silver doesn't really match up to much of anything, I don't think. I don't know, it's kind of weird. The silver here gets lost as you move the figure around. It's strange. I'd rather it be, shown more. I think I actually just nicked him on the leg a little bit by moving his body, so that's disappointing as well. Yeah, Gung Ho has been peg warming the shelves for like the past couple of years now. It's really a shame. The vest is pretty okay. It's just the vest. It can't even clip or anything. The communicator is actually painted pretty well, I guess. A little bit of bleed, never mind. So there's that. The grenades are just, I don't know. Not a big fan of those either. This camo down here is just very bland and boring. The sculpt is, again, all Roadblock. So, yeah, this is, I'll get to this later on in our second segment. But I'm just not a big fan of this guy at all. He just isn't, that good. He has a couple parts here and there, like this is pretty okay. And a couple of these attachments are pretty good. We'll see later on. But yeah, it's just kind of a train wreck, this guy. I like this paint. That's the only good part about painting on this figure, I think. This is painted really well. It's really done. It's tempoed on. It's really good. I think it's the wrong design because he's supposed to be from the Navy, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. But this is apparently a Navy symbol that Hasbro just took and sort of ripped off or changed or made it. But everyone's like, why can't it be the actual symbol? And then they just, erase this and redo it. But yeah, it's just kind of a lackluster figure. And I don't even know. It just doesn't really appeal to me all that much, this guy. Yeah, sorry, Gung Ho fans, but I mean, even the waist joint kind of tucks into the belt. It's very toyetic and action figure-y. It's very sad, this guy. Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also click the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. So Gung Ho's articulation accessories are as follows. The hat can come off. You have this little oval of a mohawk. It's kind of stupid. The hat looks pretty nice. It's good. It works pretty well for him. If you keep it on, it stays on. It falls off sometimes. You gotta actually find a point. But I'm not gonna worry about that. The head goes back and down. Doesn't really click that much on the ball, on the hinge. Swivels on the ball, on the neck, and the neck also has a ball that kind of just, moves on its own wherever it wants to. So that's great, I guess. Arm goes up and back, hindered by the shoulder plate, all the way around. It swivels here at the top on the shoulder and at the bicep. And you have to move this thing out of the way, this pad. And it goes pretty nice, actually. The articulation is pretty okay on this guy. You go around on here, much less hindered. Swivel, same thing. And this time you have a different kind of little elbow pad right here, which hinders it a little bit. Kind of a shame. Swivel around, forward and back. Why? Why not up and down for, gun holding hands or extra hands or something? Or just, I don't know, the right orientation. That'd be great on both. It's kind of weird. It also clashes with the design. It isn't really painted all the way either on this, so that's kind of a shame there. The crunch goes down and back. Ball hip swivel doesn't look that great either. down with the hips, out, back, pretty well. Good articulation, you know, can't complain about articulation. Just the paint and the sculpt are just sort of crummy. Back with the legs. Farther on this one than this one, you have that shoulder pad right here, and also this little, you know, pad right there. Goes back that far. Swivel at the boot. Go down. Go up, hindered by this. And then pivot really good. It's nice. It kind of scuffs this up, so just careful with that, I guess. More things to watch out for in this guy, you know. Same over here. It kind of just ruins the paint. But yeah, there's also a peg hole in his back for his backpack. Speaking of which, okay, the backpack. Peg's on his back. And then you want to put stuff on him, right? So you get like this gun. You can put this maybe here or here. This one doesn't really want to fit as well as it probably should. You know, you can't really fit it on. I don't, that looks stupid. Really? You want it like that? Maybe it fits on like that? I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's hard to really gauge how these would fit on here. I mean, this kind of works in a sense, but I just don't understand it. I like this gun, by the way. It's the best out of the three. This one right here, it's in a like a silver kind of material. Here you got your three guns right here. This one's my favorite. I think this is my second, and this one is just really stupid. And I'll show you why. This gun fits really well in the hand. It works like very nicely. I tried it before and I thought it wouldn't work, but it works pretty well. And now that I say it's working, okay, good. It works pretty well. You just gotta sort of, you know, shove it in there a little bit. That works fine. Right in his hand. Comes out pretty easily. It's very rubbery material, you know. This gun right here works really good. It just fits in super nice. It's just really long and clunky. This one, so put it here. That's not where it goes. There's no trigger over there. There's a trigger in, like, what, the front of the gun? I can't tell if this is the front or the back of the gun. And you put it like this. This is just weird. Wait, is this how it actually goes? I never actually took the time to really use this gun all that much. So you put it here. You orient his hands. But even then, it wouldn't really want to, you know, hold in this position. And it also kind of wrecks the figure too. So holding it like this is just stupid. It doesn't really want to work. And also would probably chip the paint on this. Maybe, I don't know. It looks like it's a black material. I can't tell what material it's actually made out of. So the solution for this is putting this in here and then getting that in there. And I don't know. It just looks weird to me. It looks like this should be at the front and this should be the back. I mean, it works in a sense. It fits with this gauntlet, which is actually pretty okay. You know, you can hold it pretty well and maybe even dual wield, you know, so you could put this one in this hand. Trying that out real quick just because I haven't really... Gung Ho's never been high on my list of characters to bring out and, you know, pose or play or whatever. So that's a thing. And this hand has never really seen combat. So I'm going to try to force it and make it see the light of day. Even though it doesn't really want to work. That's kind of a shame. It doesn't really want to go in for me. Maybe my hands are doing something wrong, or this hand is doing something wrong, or I'm not doing it fast enough. It isn't wanting to fit in. There we go. Okay, cool. That actually looks pretty okay, him dual-wielding these. So that's fine. There's even a little port. You can probably put something in here. Ball-jointed? I don't know. He actually looks pretty okay, dual-wielding these things. He's Gung Ho for it. That's maybe his, you know, moniker. How his name works, that's fine over there. But this thing, how do you put this in? You just slide it in, right? It's fine, it's okay. It doesn't really want to fit too well on, you know, the other side. This side works okay, I guess. But it does have a tendency to want to, like, slide out. It isn't because of, you know, the camera curse of not wanting to actually, you know, work. But it works kind of okay. Taking this gun out of this hand, you know, his hat falling on the floor. Putting this right here, that's okay. Doesn't really want to fit, and they all just sort of pop off. So the backpack is pretty much useless. This gun is the best, this gun's second best, and this gun can just go in the garbage. That's my review of Gung Ho. He is kind of just a worthless figure, and it is a shame that they put him out and didn't give him any, you know, any silver lining or something for him. But there is. They're coming out with a version of him that's going to be all teal. He's going to look good and stupid, and I like that. So yeah, that's Gung Ho for you. Later. Gung Ho stands at about 6.5, maybe 7 inches tall. Here's Gung Ho next to Cobra Commander and Jesse Heck Creative. Boy, aren't you glad he's not in Cobra. Overall, Gung Ho is a parts pack for weaponry or just fodder if you want to use that kind of thing. And there's a reason why he's peg warming everywhere. It's just really sad that Hasbro had to do this. There are so many better figures in the line. Even any version of Roadblock out there is better than one Gung Ho. I've seen so many of him on the pegs, and there'll be more to come in the coming years. But good thing we have a retro coming for him, otherwise he'd be worthless anyways. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more G.I. June on Jesse Heck Creative. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Heck Creative. Feel free to click like, subscribe, share, or leave a comment. You can also visit us at jesseheckcreative.com, where you'll find more reviews like this one. Thanks again for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned!